Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Chester County Intermediate Unit Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited you are here. My name is Catherine, and I will be your facilitator for this session. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, your camera and microphone are off. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to use the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are here, ready and available to answer your questions. After this session, I'll be posting a link in the chat. We invite you to join a breakout room with all of the college representatives that are presented here this hour. The breakout rooms will last about 15 minutes, and it will be between the end of this session and before the next session begins at the top of the hour. And lastly, this session is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County. We are currently in session A1, where my mouse is circling at the moment. And this is also the same order of presentation. So without further ado, I'll get out of the way and introduce our very first representative from Point Park University.
Hello, my name is Jared Bittner. I am Assistant Director of Admissions at Point Park University. I just wanted to start off by giving some general information regarding Point Park. We are a small private university located downtown Pittsburgh. We have approximately 4,000 students that attend Point Park. Out of those 4,000, we have 3,200 undergraduate, 900 graduate and doctoral students. We have 5 schools within the university. We have the School of Arts and Sciences, the Roland School of Business, School of Communications, School of Education, and Conservatory of Performing Arts. Within those schools, we have over 70 bachelor's degrees and over 20 graduate degrees. We do have an alumni network of over 31,000 that represent 50 states and 34 countries. First school is the School of Arts and Sciences on here. We have a Criminal Justice and Intelligence Studies department, which under the Criminal Justice Intelligence Studies, we have majors such as criminal justice, forensic science, intelligence, and national security. We have a Natural Sciences and Engineering Technology department with, on the engineering side, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering. We do have on the natural sciences side, biological sciences, funeral services. When it comes to, we also have a Humanities and Social Sciences department, majors such as global cultural studies, legal studies, and political science. We have a literary arts and social justice department, psychology department, and then we also have a pre-med and pre-professional studies track you can do with any major at the university. Next up is the Roland School of Business. Within the Roland School of Business, we have majors such as accounting, computer science, human resources, business management, sports arts and entertainment management, marketing and sales. Up next is the School of Communications, which within the School of Communications, we have majors such as broadcast production, media management, graphic design, multimedia, journalism, PR and advertising, sports communications. And then within our School of Communications, we have a Center for Media Innovation, which includes photography studios, multimedia newsroom, broadcast studios. Within the School of Education, we have majors such as instructional studies, pre-K through 4, 4 through 8, secondary ed, and special education. For the Conservatory of Performing Arts, we have a theater department, dance department, and cinema department. Within the theater department, we have majors such as acting, musical theater, theater arts, theater production. Under dance, we have concentrations in jazz, ballet, and modern. Under the cinema department, we have animation, cinema, screenwriting. One of the benefits to attending a downtown city campus is all the opportunities you have for professional development while you're at the university. So there's a wide variety of partnerships we have for internships. Also, we have a cooperative education program, which gives most of our majors at the university the opportunity to work full-time for a semester, getting paid and getting college credit. When it comes to living on campus, we have a little over 900 students living on campus. We have traditional dorms for first-year students, suites and apartments for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. There's free cable, TV, Wi-Fi, and laundry facilities at the university. And you're also living on campus. You're within walking distance to different jobs, internships, sporting events, restaurants, shops, parks, and performance venues. We also have over 50 clubs and activities at the university. So we know, in addition to going to class and attending your classes, you also want to get involved with a lot of different activities at the university. So there's a lot to offer that way. We have an activity shuttle that takes students to and from a lot of different locations in the city. We have a student center where you can go to work out at the university, and also you're within a walking distance to a lot of different businesses, which we have discounts. A lot of those businesses have student discounts for Point Park students at those businesses. When it comes to athletics, we have 18 varsity sports in total. We have scholarships available for students at the university too that are involved with sports, so you could possibly be considered for an athletic scholarship if you participate in a sport at the university. We do have a study abroad program with locations, sponsored locations in England, Italy, and Spain. If there's any other location you want to attend, we'll work with you on doing an independent study abroad. 99% of our incoming first-year students receive some form of financial aid. So when it comes to first-year students, the scholarships range between $12,000 to $22,000 a year, and you'll be automatically considered for those throughout the process. Transfer students will be considered for scholarships that range between $12,000 to $18,000 a year, and they'll be automatically considered for those throughout the admissions process. Conservatory students have to be both artistically and academically admitted in order to go into their majors. So they're considered for a different set of scholarships also based on either an interview, portfolio, or audition for the artistic scholarship, which ranges between $5,000 to $28,000 a year. The dean's academics based on your academics, and that ranges between $5,000 to $8,000 a year. We have a free online application, rolling admissions, no deadline to apply to Point Park. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. The next representative is from Chatham University.
Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. So welcome. My name is Brian Dwyer. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission here at Chatham University. I'm also the Assistant Director of the Falk School of Sustainability and Environment, and I'll get into that here in a little bit, but certainly thanks for joining us today. To know just a little bit about Chatham, just to give you a little bit of a background on Pittsburgh, we're located between the Shady Side Squirrel Hill community in the city of Pittsburgh, and kind of some great accolades that you see on it across us being a major metropolitan city, livable, safe, a best college town as well. And some of my colleagues are here on the call, so that's wonderful. You get to hear from them. Here in Pittsburgh, we have world-class museums, sports teams, theaters, dining, and certainly, just a wonderful urban area. And I think one of the benefits to Pittsburgh is that we are kind of right outside of the downtown community, so to speak, but we're still very connected to the rest of the community. So you might visit and hear about us being a part of the Pittsburgh Council on Higher Education, where students can cross-register and maybe diversify what their academic experience is. You get free public transportation with your student ID, as well as sporting events, museums, and theaters. And then on top of that, we have some wonderful internship opportunities across our sports teams, multimedia, financial, and then obviously the tech industry is a really big thing in the city of Pittsburgh right now. Kind of where our homes are, so to speak, is our Shady Side campus there on the left. That's been Chatham's home for over 155 years, and it's founded on Andrew Mellon's summer estate. We are a private liberal arts campus of about 1,400 undergraduate students and around 2,300 students that make up our undergraduate, graduate, and doctorate programs at the school. If you're interested in our programs surrounding the health sciences, School of Art, Science, and Business as well, our Shady Side campus is certainly going to be a wonderful community for you to attain not just your academic, but professional goals. The campus to our right is kind of one of the real crown jewels of who we are as a campus and our mission towards sustainability in the environment. So you can see that campus is on 388 acres of woodland, and we do anything from native to non-native plant studies. We look at water quality, agriculture. There's a lot of different things surrounding renewable energy and technology that we look at there, and you can kind of see some of the stuff I noted across that. But one of the big things that you'll see with our school is we have a huge focus on how mission and values play towards your degree. So of course, we're known for wonderful placement across the health sciences and health science tracks, from PA to PT to pre-med and pre-vet, but also, you're going to learn a lot about sustainability in the environment, women's leadership and gender equity, community and civic engagement, as well as diversity, equity and inclusion while you're a student at our school. And we build those classes into your curriculum, so that way you have this opportunity to have a very specific academic focus, but then also, be very cognizant that you are entering into a world that's very diverse with different people with different opinions and backgrounds. And we really think that this helps give students the best opportunity to academically prepare. So one of the kind of the snapshot you're looking at there of our students is a partnership with the Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, where we are planting over 70 different fruit-bearing trees that now they have an opportunity to get fresh fruit for the communities that they serve. Another great thing about Chatham University is we're always looking at different degrees and kind of what they mean in the professional sense. So, we have a lot of popularity in our Master of Science in Neuroscience and Biology programs. So we brought on board a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience for our students. The same thing can go with our food studies program that's historically been offered at Chatham as a master's degree, and now is a undergraduate degree at our school. Music technology and music business, this is really great because it kind of incorporates data analytics as well as business, as well as, a Bachelor of Art in Music, which is wonderful. Some of the more recent additions that we have as a part of our campus community as well is immersive media. So if you're on Snapchat or Instagram and you have all these different filters that pop up, or if you're familiar with Oculus headsets, those are huge components of what the degree is there. Data science, analytics, and management information systems are, of course, really big and not necessarily up and coming, but very established professions right now that we're hearing about. I don't think anyone on the call right now would really fit the bill, so to speak, for our online undergrad programs for business psychology and RN to BSN. Your application should focus a little bit more on our on-campus degrees that we offer. So one of the things that when you're hearing about Chatham, you probably hear about us from, or one of the things that you're applying to us for, are our integrated degree programs. So we offer a 3+2 track for our students. Obviously the popular one for us is the physician's assistant program, doctorate of physical therapy, occupational therapy, but then that also goes into Master of Communications, Master of Art and Teaching, Film and Digital Technology, Master of Science and Sustainability. So you can check that out on our website to see the wonderful opportunities that they have, but we do give guaranteed admission to our students. Wrapping up the application process, common application and transcripts is what you need to complete your application. The rest of this are things that are optional, but we certainly strongly recommend merit-based scholarships out of that as well too. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Great, thank you. Just a friendly reminder that if anyone has any questions at all, to feel free to submit those questions using the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Any questions at all, our representatives are here and available to assist. The next representative is from the University of Pittsburgh.
All right, great, thanks. And welcome everybody. My name is Tawanda Taylor, and I'm an Assistant Director of Undergraduate Recruitment here at the University of Pittsburgh. First of all, I'd like to, I'm also an alumni member, so I love this slide because I get to talk about my school. We are the #1 public university in the Northeast, according to the Wall Street Journal. Now, we do have 16,000 students on our Pittsburgh campus. However, we have a student to faculty ratio of 14:1, and we're one of the top producers of our Fulbright Scholars. In addition, we are in the top 20 public universities according to the U.S. News and World Report. We are located, of course, in Western Pennsylvania, and similar to my other colleagues, we are near Pittsburgh. We're not necessarily downtown, we're in the Oakland neighborhood, which is one of 90 neighborhoods in Pittsburgh. We have over 100 majors, and as high school students, you can apply to at least 6 different first-year entry programs. And our students are from all over. We have students from all 50 states, 42 countries. We also have Division I athletics, over 400 plus student organizations, as well as I said earlier, our student to faculty ratio is 14:1. Now, if you are interested in one of our 6 first-year entry programs, we encourage you to apply to one of them, although there's a lot to choose from. For example, the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences has over 60 majors, ranging from political science to the arts. Our pre-professional programs start in the Dietrich School, like pre-medicine, pre-law, pre-pharmacy. Our College of Business has 7 majors, ranging from accounting to supply chain, marketing, finance. Our Swanson School has 10 different majors, ranging from chemical engineering to mechanical, civil, etc. Our School of Computing and Information has 6 majors. Our School of Nursing provides students the opportunity to earn over 900 clinical hours before graduating. And our newest school is Public Health. We previously offered Public Health as a master's level program, but now it's available to our undergraduate students. And also, which is not noted here, but in the top corner, if you're undecided, many of our students apply to our Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences. We also have guaranteed graduate programs. We have close to 20 of them. So if you're already interested in a graduate opportunity, you can indicate that on your application for admission. We also have our Pitt Honors Program, which allows you the opportunity for 3 different honors degree options. And this is ideal for students who want a more rigorous curriculum, who are intellectually curious, as well as someone who is dedicated to public service. Now, we are on a rolling admission policy. However, we encourage students to apply before December 1st if you want to be considered for merit-based scholarships. Those scholarships vary from $2,000 per year to full tuition, room and board. And we also have a Pell Match program. So students, if you're eligible for the federal Pell Grant program, we have a match for that. And we also have a database called Pitt Funds Me, which has over 10,000 different outside scholarships from different vendors. Now, we do have other types of deadlines. For example, if you're interested in the pre-medicine graduate guarantee program, you should apply before December 1st. Pitt Honors, once again, by December 1st. The scholarship deadline is also December 1st. And for those of you that are interested in becoming a physician's assistant and you want that graduate guarantee program, that deadline is January the 15th. There are 3 ways to apply. You can use the coalition application, the common application, or our Pitt application, and there's no preference. We are also reviewing students as test optional through the fall of 2023. So you may include a standardized test or you may not. Again, and that's through fall of 2023. We have a 94% job placement rate. So if students are looking to go into one of these different really awesome corporations as listed here, there is a very high percentage of our students who land these wonderful opportunities. And upon graduation, students, you are a part of our alumni network of over 330,000 students worldwide. And once again, we are one of the colleges that the Princeton Review says that we pay you back. It's a wonderful return on your investment. So this is how you can connect with us. We encourage you to follow us via social media, pitt@admissions.pitt.edu. And also, my colleague is answering questions in the chat, and we're more than well happy to answer any questions. Thank you for listening.
Very helpful information. Thank you. The next representative is from Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics.
Good evening, all. My name is Brandon with PIA, the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. Simply stated, what we do at PIA is prepare our students with not only the education and training, but the hands-on education for careers in aviation, aerospace, robotics, and beyond technologies. PIA has been in existence for over 90 years, making us one of the oldest aviation schools in the world. And one of the things that really sets us apart is our students get to literally live out the lessons they learn by working on actual aircraft, planes, jets, helicopters, avionics equipment, jet engines. And like I said, really experience that education, providing a lot of times students an alternative path to consider when looking into educational options. PIA graduates have gone on to work at NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, some of the top aerospace organizations, the top technology organizations like Aerojet Rocketdyne and Lockheed Martin, for all different commercial airlines, Boeing, Piedmont, Southwest, Delta, Stat Medevac for medical transport. Disney will hire our graduates to work on roller coasters. I always say if it moves mechanically, our graduates are qualified or overqualified to work on it. You can find a full list, which I encourage you to draw some inspiration from on some career paths, at pia.edu/career services, where all of our grads are working, as well as some other great information on our website in general. One of the major reasons our students going in becoming graduates get these opportunities is we are ranked Forbes #1 two-year trade school. That's something that our students literally can put on their resume to get their foot in the door for some of these amazing opportunities based on our postgraduate success, affordability, all the different aspects that make our program as elite as it is. So nothing at all wrong with the traditional four-year school. That's just not who we are. You won't find large lecture halls. You're going to find small class sizes, students working in small groups, which simulates the industry and how aviation aerospace industries work, small groups working together to literally do the impossible, putting humans in flight or rockets into space. I always love to give a little bit of a tour of what it looks like to be a student at PIA with our program being so unique. So this is, quote unquote, our students' classroom time, spending 60 to 70% of the time in our on-campus hangar. Every one of my campuses has a hangar full of aircraft for our students to actually work on. That's our Learjet you're seeing right there. North American Sabreliner behind it. I should mention you need no mechanical background or technical experience to enter our program. We can fill in all those gaps. I'm looking for passionate, excited people that want to use intelligence and technical skills married together to solve problems and help humanity in a multitude of different ways. Here's another view of our campus, larger view of our hangar. Get to see some of the aircraft that you could be working on. So we are the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, but we actually also have branch campuses in Youngstown, Ohio, Hagerstown, Maryland, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, right off the ocean. So nice to have different options. We offer two programs as we're extremely specialized: aviation maintenance technology and aviation electronics technology, more commonly referred to as avionics. Our aviation maintenance technology program is offered as a 21-month associate and specialized technology degree program at our Pittsburgh main campus, or a 16-month certification at any of our branch campuses. No general education, just the technical side. Both culminate in students having a chance to test for and obtain their Federal Aviation Administration certification. legally qualifying them to work on aircraft in the mechanical sense, wings, landing gear, propulsion systems. Our avionics program is only offered as an associate in specialized technology degree at our Pittsburgh main campus and culminates in students having a chance to test for and obtain their federal communication general radio telephone operator's license. What I will leave you with, we also do have a dual ticket option for the right student to explore both programs. Some of our alumni, which I encourage you to check out and draw, like I said, inspiration if this could be a path that you want to explore. If you are watching this with me live right now, your information will be shared, and I'll make sure to have someone from our admissions team reach out to answer a question, invite you to our upcoming open house in November. If you're watching a recording, there is my email, bweiss@pia.edu. Send me an email with your phone number, email, whatever contact info you'd like to be reached out to, and I would absolutely make sure to have that happen. I wish all of you the best and brightest future, and I think being here today is definitely taking a step in that direction. So explore your options and find the path that's perfect for you. Thank you so much for your time.
We really appreciate it. Thank you. Just another friendly reminder that if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those questions using the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Any questions you have about the college application process, the college search process, or even if you have any questions for any of our reps here today, we encourage you to include the school name. The next representative is from Embry-Riddle, Aeronautical University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ludine Lewis, and I am the Regional Assistant Director of Admissions for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, or as we like to say, Riddle. I'm going to go over our campuses and also our application process. Our largest residential campus is in Daytona Beach, Florida. We're about 5 miles away from the beach, about an hour away from Orlando and the Kennedy Space Center. This is where we have our flight line on campus. We have about 80 planes on our campus for students who want to do their flight training. This is also where we have our aerospace physiology program, which is the university's pre-med program, and it's the first and only program of its kind in the nation. We've also got the largest research telescope in the state of Florida that's on a college campus. That's the top of our College of Arts and Sciences building, which is what you see there on the left-hand side. The Daytona Beach campus is where we have all of our engineering programs, starting with our aerospace engineering program, civil, computer, mechanical, computer science, electrical, and software. Our Arizona campus is in Prescott, Arizona, which is about 2 hours north and 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix, Arizona. And it's where the university has our College of Business, Security, and Intelligence, another first and only for the university. This is where students can do cyber intelligence, global intelligence, forensic biology, forensic psychology, and even forensic accounting. The Prescott campus is also where we have our planetarium, which is one of my favorite places on the campus. We call it our outdoorsy campus because it is right in the mountains, as you can see from that picture, and it's about 4 hours away from the Grand Canyon. And then last but not least, we've got our worldwide campus, which is our online campus. So students from across the world, from Florida, even to Singapore with Embry-Riddle Worldwide, can take their classes and get up to a PhD completely online. For our residential campuses, one thing that we love to hone in on is the tangible experiences that you get. At our Daytona Beach campus, we have a little over 6,000 students, but an average class size of 27. And at Prescott, we've got an average class size of 24 with about 3,000 students. We have a placement rate of about 94%. So within 1 year of graduation, 94% of our students are working or continuing education in their field, and that in their field distinction is really important. We have over 350 clubs and organizations. Some are academic based and some are just for fun. At the Daytona Beach campus, we let you guys jump out of planes with our skydiving club. We also have ice hockey as a club sport on campus. At Prescott, we've got hang gliding, and mountaining, backpacking, hiking, and canoeing. A lot of fun. A wider worldview is also something that you can get at our campuses. As far as athletics, we are NCAA Division II in Daytona Beach, NAIA Division II at Prescott. We like to say we have everything but football. Instead of a football team, we do have a competitive flight team, and they are inducted into the National Air and Space Museum Hall of Fame. We also have study abroad, which you can do for culture or within your degree program. For students in the College of Engineering, you can do one of my favorite programs, which is Hola Engineering, where you get to go to Spain and you can get up to 6 credit hours. We have every branch of ROTC at our Daytona Beach campus and just Army and Air Force at our Prescott, Arizona campus. For students that are interested in getting an ROTC scholarship, you can come to Embry-Riddle and utilize that. And we have a really awesome Greek life focused mostly on fundraising. Here are some of our notable programs. Our aeronautical science program is our largest at our Daytona Beach campus, and it's for our pilot students. Aerospace engineering, the largest at the Prescott campus, for those people who want to design those planes or some spacecraft. Astronomy and astrophysics, one of my favorite programs. Global security and intelligence studies, forensic biology and psychology over at the Prescott campus. Logistics and supply chain management at Worldwide. And again, that aerospace physiology first and only for the university. Here is just a really quick glance at some of our bachelor's degree programs that we offer at the university: human factors psychology, forensic accounting, aviation maintenance science, applied biology, project management, and even unmanned aircraft systems. So now I'm sure you all want to apply at Embry-Riddle, and let's talk about starting your future. I promise it's one of the easiest applications you'll find. You're going to go to our website, eru.edu/apply, and select your campus. Please only apply to one campus. We're the same school. So your acceptance and your application to one is pretty much valid at the other based on space. Typically, you would pay the $50 application fee, but as a thank you for coming and hearing me speak or for watching this video, I'm going to go ahead and waive that for you, and you can use the code DBPC to waive that and submit your high school transcripts. You'll see that test scores aren't on there, and that's because we've been test optional for almost 10 years now. So if you want to submit your SAT and ACT scores, it's a yes or no question on the application and completely up to you. You can also submit 2 letters of recommendation, an essay, or a resume. It's all up to you. I personally love reading them, but there's no pressure, I promise. And that's it. You can contact us here if you're interested in the Daytona Beach campus, Daytona Beach at eru.edu, Prescott at eru.edu, or worldwide, www.info@eru.edu. Thanks for coming.
That was helpful. Our last representative, but certainly not least, is from Robert Morris University.
All right, thank you. And let me pull up my slides here. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Nick Palucci. I'm one of the undergraduate admissions counselors here at Robert Morris University, class of 21, from the School of Business. Let's get started. So just some facts and figures about RMU. We were founded in 1921, so we are actually coming up on our 100th year anniversary here. So a lot of fun stuff going around campus. We have about 5,000 enrolled students, a little over 4,000 of those being from the undergraduate population. We're 17 miles from downtown Pittsburgh, so pretty close to the city still, but having our own campus, which is a really nice feature. Only about 10 minutes away from the Pittsburgh International Airport. 83% of our first year students live on campus. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio with an average class size of 22 students. 92% placement rate after graduation, and we're also rated one of the most affordable private institutions within Western Pennsylvania. So when it comes to the academics, we have over 80 academic programs across the 4 schools that you see there. We started as a School of Business, School of Accountancy in 1921, so that's definitely one of our more popular ones. Informatics, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Engineering, Mathematics, Science, and our Nursing, Education, and Human Studies program. So a bunch of different majors for whatever you're looking for. Previously, with that average class size, we give you pretty good one-on-one attention. You get an assigned academic advisor within your specific major. So when it comes to scheduling classes, job internship opportunities, all great resources to have while you're a student here. With that, we have our Career and Professional Development Center, anywhere from mock interviews, resume building workshops, various different career fairs, all available for students both while they're here at Robert Morris and after they graduate. We're open for alumni, so even if you're, graduated, you're still looking for something, we'll welcome you back with open arms to help you find a career and job that fits you perfectly there. When it comes to the athletic programs that we offer at RMU, we have 15 Division I sports teams. We have over 20 different club sports and a wide variety of intramurals. So something for everyone when it comes to different levels of participation. Even this past year alone, we had over 450 club sport athletes. And also you can see by the picture on the right, we have our Colonial Crazies, which are our student section members when it comes to all of our different sporting events around campus as well. When it comes to the clubs and activities, we have over 120 different student-run clubs and organizations here on campus. So anywhere from your academic and professionally based organizations, almost every major here on campus has a club organization attached to it. They do some really cool different networking opportunities with former alumni, different competitions. So not only meeting some friends, but also building your resume with leadership positions. Different service groups, we offer Greek life. We have a bunch of different student media opportunities, whether on screen or behind the scenes, different student government positions, performance groups, special interest groups, student leadership positions, as I mentioned before, different honor societies. And even if there isn't a club or organization that you see out of those over 120, it's pretty easy to make one as long as you have some student backing, as well as a faculty advisor willing to sponsor you guys there. When it comes to our admissions process, we are free to apply, rmu.edu/apply. No essays, no letters of recommendation required. Obviously, if you have one, send it our way. We'll definitely take a look. And also, we are a member of the Common App as well as a Coalition app, as well as being test optional for fall of 22 as well. So no need for an SAT or ACT score, but definitely send that our way again if you have it. We are rolling admissions, so definitely take your time. We always say to try to get your application in before the end of the year so that you're eligible for different scholarship opportunities a little bit later down the line. When it comes to some of those scholarships, as well as the financial aid piece, we offer a wide variety of merit scholarships based on your GPA, ranging up to $16,000 a year. We also have our presidential full tuition scholarship. It is invite only where students compete for that. Different external scholarships, we don't limit that amount. So if you have a $500 one here, $1,000 one there, all adds up and we're pretty accepting of those. When it comes to some of those specialty programs, the sooner that you apply, the better. Our honors program, there's an additional $2,000 scholarship for being a part of that. Our women's leadership and mentorship program, all different ways of with scholarships to kind of add those up throughout being a student here. We offer different need-based aid as well as your financial aid piece, filing the FAFSA, which has become available as of October 1st there. Also, when it comes to campus support, a wide variety. So we want to see you succeed, and however that may be, whether that is our career professional development center when it comes to the internship and job opportunity side of things, our Center for Student Success and Personal Development, more of your academic-based support systems there. We have our Office of Diversity and Inclusion, our Student Health Services, almost like a Med Express on campus to help if you're feeling sick or anything. First year seminar program where you get paired with a upperclassman student mentor, giving you that more personal connection with an upperclassman. Like I mentioned before, academic advisors. We have a counseling center, writing center. So whatever you may need as a student, there's someone here to help you along with that. Here's some of our contact information. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any point. We're all here to help you navigate the college search, which might be a little bit scary, but trust me, we'll take care of you. We'll help you out as much as we can there. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you again to all our representatives for all the great information, for being here with us. We do have some time left. And so at this point, we invite all our representatives to please go ahead and turn on your cameras to get ready to unmute yourselves. For our first question here, which is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go ahead and get started in the same order in which you all presented it.
And my advice is just to check out as many different types of schools as possible: private, public, small, large, medium size, urban, rural, suburban. So just, you don't know what you're going to like until you've actually been on the campuses, and just check out as many different options as possible. So that's my advice.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to second that first and foremost. The other part I'll say is, don't hang up on one particular, major. Statistics show that you are more than likely to change your major after your first year of college. So certainly, if you are looking for very specific majors, don't necessarily be tied to that. And when you're visiting colleges, again, private, public, liberal arts, whatever have you, take an opportunity to stop in and talk to the admissions counselors about, how you can support towards maybe the overall profession you're looking for.
And I would add to that, just visit the campus and make connections. So if you have, even if you're choosing between more than one major, get to talk to the folks in those particular academic programs. We admissions representatives love to talk to you, and we can talk to you about a lot of things, but you may want to talk to someone who's more specialized and talk to a current student. Your peers are your biggest resource.
My advice, I'll echo some of my colleagues, explore your options. I'll go a little further. Community college, 2-year trade school, 4-year school, different geographic locations. There's no set correct course or career path when it comes to education. It's what's right for you, your personality, and your passion. And I really believe you only discover that through exploration. Maybe, like Brian said, it's not your initial idea. So continue to give yourself options. One more piece of organizational advice that I find helpful for students: create a separate email, like for me, bweisscollege at Gmail, that you can get all your admissions information or explorative college information on, so it doesn't get lost in your personal email, which can get bombarded with different streaming services and ads. So you have this one-stop shop you can go on, whether exploring or especially when in the admissions process, to not miss anything and have that be as streamlined as possible.
My biggest thing is remember that you're not alone. We are all here to help you as admission representatives, but also your high school, but your fellow students. You're not the only person applying to college. You're not the only one applying to that school. You're not the only one applying to scholarships. And so the college process feels very individual and very lonely, and it doesn't have to be. So reach out to your friends, reach out to us, admissions staff on the college side, reach out to your counselors on the high school side, and let us help you. We are here to help you. It's literally what we do all day. So remember that you're not alone. We're here for you. Everyone is here for you.
Yeah, all great advice, and I agree with it. I would say just making sure you visit the campuses when you kind of get down to the nitty-gritty there. You can see a lot of statistics. It might be a little overwhelming there, but at the end of the day, you want to see yourself walking in the halls. You want to see yourself going to grab something to eat in the cafeteria. You want to make sure that you feel comfortable wherever you end up for those next 2, 4, wherever it may be years, and make them the best possible. So definitely visit, definitely a wide variety of campuses too, like we were previously mentioned there. Definitely just, get a feel for what it's like on ground at those specific places.
All great advice. Thank you so much to all our representatives. I always say it's so helpful to hear directly from those who work at the respective institutions to offer tips, suggestions, and just great advice as everyone is navigating the college application process. So thank you. And thank you to each of you for joining us. As we close, there'll be a very quick 5-question survey that will appear on your browser. If you don't mind taking a moment to fill that out for us, your feedback is greatly appreciated. Now is a great opportunity. From now until the top of the hour, when the next session starts, you can join all of the college representatives who presented this hour in a breakout room. I've went ahead and dropped the link in the chat, so feel free to click on the link in the chat. And lastly, this session is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County. Again, thank you all and have a great night.